Not then, people. It's Joe. It's all Leeds TV. I couldn't even be asked to move after doing the watch along. I can't be asked going in my room. I can't be asked to do anything. Another humbling defeat for Leeds United. To 8 goals in 2 games. Not great. 4-1. Just not great, was it? Again. We're missing Calvin so much, man. He gives us so much, and it's just so glaring to see. He gives so much defensive solidity every time Palace go forward, and it's due to the style of play. It's not even, we're not a bad side, yeah. There'll be a lot of narrative thrown at Leeds this week. They can't defend, they concede too many, all this tosh that will come out. Yes, we do concede, but we'll be fine. We're going to be fine over the season, believe me. I just can't deal with this narrative that's going to come out. But we miss Calvin massively, and it just shows how integral he is to this Leeds United side for me. Every time Palace went forward, much like when Leicester went forward, they looked like they could score, and it's due to the style we play. I'm not advocating changing the style of play. It's the best football I've ever seen as a Leeds United fan. It's the best football I've ever seen in the flesh. When it works, it's second to none, man. Second to none. You have to take the rough with the smooth. I told you at the start of the season, I'll continue repeating it. We'll get a lot of scalps. We'll also get hit for a few. And that's what happened. That's what happened today. And it doesn't help when you're missing Rodrigo. Let's not forget, Spain's number 9. It shows how great he's been. You're missing Calvin Phillips. Massive losses in this side. Diego Llorente, we've not even seen yet. We've not had the luxury of seeing yet. And he's going to add something because the centre-back partnership isn't looking great. It looks shaky. Cox, for me, sometimes too eager to want to win the ball, misses out, they're away. Cooper, a little bit rash at times, trying to get in front of his man. Not great. And I thought we'd win. I thought we'd win the game. They're the facts, because I knew they'd be difficult. I knew they'd get opportunities on the break, but I just didn't think they had the same quality as what Leicester had. And they still don't, but, they were good. They were good. But let's not forget, look, the first goal from Dan, it's a ball in, it's an unlucky corner to concede. I think it comes off Ayling. It's a ball into the box. Dan wins a header. Now, I'll come back to that centre-back partnership. He's in the middle. He's got Cooper behind him and Cock in front of him, and he still picks it out. It comes off the underside of the bar. Maybe people think Meslier can do better. There'll be question marks over Meslier. I don't go along with it. Came off the underside of the bar. Difficult. Second one's a set piece. Eze. We all knew about Eze. I didn't think he'd start. I spoke to a Palace fan during the week. I know how quality Eze is. We know. We have the luxury of seeing him in the Championship. Maybe Premier League teams aren't as wise to him. We should have been. I thought he was good today, same as Zaha. I thought Schlupp would have started on the left, the pace, but Eze was great. Great free kick. Nothing you can do about it. It's a great free kick. Look, Bamford, I don't even want to give the VAR too much because, look, we got battered. We got beat 4-1. It had no real impact on the game. People will say if we score that, it's a different game. Yeah, possibly, but ultimately we didn't. The rules shit. Yeah, the refs shit. I don't know. I think it was Mike Dean up in the nerd box somewhere looking at that. But I don't even think it's the refs' fault. It's the ruling. But Bamford's telling Click where he wants it. That's the thing. It's not even accident. He's saying I want it there. And it was a lovely play. I thought when they did combine, and it was very, very minimal times that they combined, but when Ayling, Click, and Bamford combined, they looked decent. Ayling, decent ball into Click. It's a lovely weighted pass. Bamford dinks it over, and it should have been allowed. It shouldn't have been disallowed. I've seen many people on social media talking about it. It's an absolute joke, but it is what it is. If he has smaller limbs, if he had Pickford-style limbs, it's a goal. It's like he's been hampered because he's got long limbs. What kind of ruling's that? It's bullshit, innit? If he's small and slight and doesn't have long limbs, it's a goal. So that tells you all you need to know. He's been done because he's got long arms. Crazy. Absolute bullshit, innit? It's just crazy talk. But it is what it is. Obviously, we do score. Again, Click Decent header into Bamford's path. I thought the bouncer beat him when he takes it off his chest. But Bamford looked good today when he was in front of goal. He looked like he was going to have one of them where give him chances, he's going to score. It was a great volley, bottom corner. And at that point, Leeds are in the game. And I think the third knocked the stuffing out of us. Costa lost his man. It's a great ball from Zaha. Van Aanholt tries to cross it in. Costa swings a leg at it, sliding through, takes a wicked deflection, and it's under Meslier. Maybe he can do better. But that's where we lost the game. It knocked the stuffing out of us. It was game over. We just didn't come back. I said at halftime we were still in it because I thought we would be. Changes was good. Rafinha looked brilliant. Rafinha came on and looked really, really good. He gives us what Costa done. He's got that confidence about him. I don't know. I feel like I've got an agenda against Costa, but I haven't rated him the last few games. And then I hear other people's opinions. Opinions are like arseholes, remember. Everyone's got one. And I try to take other opinions in, but I just don't see their opinion. Do you know what I mean? Because I just don't think he's been great for a while. I don't. And yeah, it was the right decision, and Rafinha must start. Rafinha must start for me in the next game. We've now conceded the most goals in the Premier League. Don't make for great reading. So I'm talking about that media narrative. Saying, oh, they can't defend, they'll concede, they're going to go down. Maybe they're right. Because we've conceded the most in the Premier League. It isn't great, is it? It's not great. And of course, where's the defending for that? Where's the defending for that IU goal? Zaha just plays him in. He's on his own. It's so unlike Leeds, that type of goal is. I get the breakaways, but that one's so unlike Leeds. There was one where Van Aanholt went through and he hits the side netting and Ailings threw his arms up flailing. It's not what I like to see from Leeds United because we're not used to seeing it. Very, very frustrating. And I made a point on the live stream as well. It shows the lack of depth. I've spoken previously about depth and how we look much better than we did in the Championship because we've got bodies we can bring on. It was nice to see Jack Jenkins on the bench, by the way. We've got bodies we can bring on. We brought on Rafinha. He should be starting, but we brought on Rafinha, But I look elsewhere. Alioski, someone had a go at me before saying I've got an agenda against Alioski. I like the lad. I think he's great. He's one of them cult characters, but I just don't think he's got the quality for the Premier League. Just my opinion. Tyler Roberts, no, I said on the stream when he came on, what does he do when he comes on? Nothing. And I don't know. I just don't get it. That's the thing. I don't get it. I heard someone say during the week, he's a number 9. And if he needs to have a career, he's gonna have to forge out a number 9 career. Obviously, he keeps coming on in midfield for Leeds United. They maybe make a good point. They know more about football than me, But when he comes on, what does he do? Ever. And I mean that I don't want to sound players, but I'm just saying that I don't want to be too negative. I get I'm being negative. So do you know what I mean? I'm trying not to be negative. Well, just don't be negative then, Joe. But look, you're going to get this with Bielsa. You're going to get this, people talking in the chat. You will see people making ludicrous statements. But we'll be fine, man. We'll be fine. We've got some great games coming up after this international break. Some great games. Arsenal, Everton, Chelsea, Man United. That's where it gets tasty. And that's what we're here for. That's not what we're here for, We've had a good start to the Premier League season. I remember I went on LUTV, actually. And I said, after that, in them initial 4 games, we turned up against Liverpool, we got beat. Turned up against City, got a point. Beat Sheffield United, beat Fulham. We should be beating them too. Yeah, we should be beating them too. We shouldn't really on paper be getting a point against City, but we should. And I remember saying on LUTV, these next 4 will show us where the land lies, where we will be in terms of the Premier League. And it's not made for great reading, has it? We got beat by Wolves, been beat by Leicester, been beat by Palace. It's difficult. I get carried away. I do. I'm quite positive, but yeah, I don't know. It's going to be difficult, but I think it's more so the style of play. The bigger teams aren't going to play that against us. But maybe the coaches switch it up. I'm not sure. It's just shit, innit? They're the facts. I mean, it's just shit. It's just shit. I suppose the positives we can take is, I know it's hard for us fans to have the international break because you want to be straight back, and I guess professional footballers want to do as well. But it'll be good for us to get Calvin back, Rodrigo back, Llorente fitting in the side. You know, these are key players. Calvin's an England international. Rafinha starting. You know, he's going to have a totally different look against Arsenal. It just shows the squad depth. As I said, you know, I thought Bamford was okay when he was opportunities. I mean, there was the ball. The game had already gone. There was a ball in, and I can't believe he didn't edit it on. And it turns out it is shoulder. But much like Bielsa's Leeds United, you need to take the rough with the smooth, especially in the Premier League. We're used to winning games. That's what it's at. It's hard to take. We're used to winning games in the Championship. I get it. But much like Bielsa's Leeds United are going to be this season, with Bamford, you've got to take the rough with the smooth as well, because he's had two beautiful finishes today. One of them chalked off for VAR, but two beautiful finishes for me. And then one where a header comes off and he basically heads his own shoulder and it's his shoulder. You know, he has these games. But we've lost games before. Let's not forget, we didn't win for like 11 games in the Championship. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I just know that people will go too far. It's just shit, innit? It's really hard for me to analyse because I'm gutted, but you know, missing Phillips, missing Rodrigo massively. No Pablo today, no Shackleton. Interesting. I think Pablo maybe pick up a knock. Pablo probably has a big influence on this game, if I'm being totally honest. Strauch coming in was the right decision, but he's just not Calvin. No one's Calvin, are they? And that's it. Look, we've now got to pick ourselves back up. 8 goals conceded in 2 games. I think we've conceded 17 overall, most in the Premier League, right? Keep bringing it back to, you know, we've got 14 days now, 2 weeks off before we play Arsenal. We've got to get players back in this side. We've got to start playing at them higher levels. I think the frustrating thing is when we went forward as well, sometimes we're devoid of ideas, struggling to break down that 2 banks of 4. I thought they defended pretty well, Palace, but we've seen we could create. You know, we've seen that. I said that in the first half with the Bamford goal and the VAR one. You know, we can create, we could create, but we were just missing that extra quality. You know, there was some nice combinations with Ayling, Click, and Bamford, and I think both chances, goal and the one chopped off, both came through them 3. That trio. But we missed elsewhere. You know, we missed elsewhere. Obviously, Dallas didn't work where he was playing. Alioski, just don't think he's got the required quality, in my opinion. Harrison was off. A Click. I just think the Reds went a little bit as well. Like when that third went in, the Reds went. I thought Click's second half was appalling. You know, yeah, just really frustrating. You know, Rafinha is the only positive. Rafinha's the positive from this game. I thought he looked good when he came on. Started to double up on him, but that little turn that he did, I think it was on Eze, where he's on the touchline. I don't even know what he does. I don't even know what they call it. You kids will be able to tell me. I don't think it was a Rabona or a rainbow flick or whatever they call them, Cruyffy turn. But whatever it was absolutely special. So he has to start next game. Yeah, we get Phillips back, we get Rodrigo back, we get Diego Llorente in as well. I would even say he needs to come in at centre back. Who for him? Not sure. Cock. He's too eager at times for me. Too eager. The ball's in the air and he's like jumping past it, boom, or missing out. It's like, just calm down a little bit, mate. You know, Cooper is the step up. I love Cooper, you know I do, but it's another step up. You know, he brought down Zaha on the edge of the box on one occasion and Zaha had done him. If you don't bring him down, he's done him, you know. But that's the thing, different quality of opposition, you know. And just not great from Leeds United today. But listen, here's what it is. We move on. As I say, you've got to take the positives, Rafinha, and look to, you know, 2 weeks off now. 2 weeks off. Time to get in, get ready for Arsenal. Then we've got Everton, we've got Chelsea, we've got West Ham, we've got Newcastle, we've got Man United. That's what you're in the Premier League for, man. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Monday for Monday Night Football. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. All that jazz. Well done, Palace. Well done, Palace. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, not giving them, but I can only speak from Leeds' perspective. They were just set up to beat us, man. Leicester's given them a blueprint. Is that the blueprint? Are we going to see more of that? Are we going to see more of that? Probably. So we have to work other avenues out. And Bielsa will, because he's God. He's the best thing that happened to this football club for such a long time. So if anyone does call him out, you need to go sort your head out. You need to definitely go sort your head out. But thank you so much for tuning in. As per, I'm going to go sit in a darkened room now. Thanks for everyone that watched the watch along as well. It's always epic. Regardless of the result, the numbers are epic. You're epic. Leeds United are epic. It just wasn't our night tonight. It just weren't going to work, was it? I think I was expecting them to come out flying in the second half, and when they didn't, and the longer it went on, it was like, yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think the third killed us. The OG on half-time. Because even if we're getting it 2-1, I still think we could go on and get something from the game. You know, Bielsa gets them in, there's still a confidence. But the third goes in, lads probably looking around thinking, fuck, what's going on, man? What's going on? 8 goals conceded, most conceded in the Premier League now. We need to sort it out. You know, I was speaking to a Liverpool fan last night and they were saying, does Bielsa maybe drop back 10 yards so that there isn't that ball in behind? And he won't. I don't think he will. He won't. He'll stick to his principles. So we just need to better quality. Missing key personnel. That's all I'm putting it down to. And a team that I've experienced in the Premier League and a good coach in Roy Hodgson setting them up. We're perfectly made for Palace. We're perfectly made for Leicester. Perfectly made for Wolves. And that was really tight. But we're made for Wolves as well in terms of the sitting counter. You know, Wolves sitting all first half and then counter second half. But we've seen that the games where we've struggled has been them, you know. Because look at Villa. When they tried meet us man for man, we battered them 3-0. But the 3 teams that we've played there are very much sitting counter, you know. Will we get that from Arsenal? Will we get that from Everton? Will we get that from Chelsea? No. You know, look at West Ham. That's where we'll struggle. Newcastle, struggle. Because the way they set up, you know. So that's what I'm saying. These things are going to happen. I'm not too... Here's what it is, man. You just got to get over it. You got to take the rough with the smooth. Someone said you got to take the rough with the smooth with Bielsa. And I couldn't agree more. You know. It'll mess up me international break. I'm not going anywhere. I don't play football for any. I don't play for England or all, but you know what I mean. Can't deal with the media narrative as well and the stick. That's what you get. That's what happens, right? So yeah, I will leave it this time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit. Leeds.